Yo, what is going on, guys? AC Entertainment here, back with another Universe Mode video, and today, as you can see, we are not in an arena, we are not on NXT, and that is because I have decided that I'm going to give up on NXT. I was trying to think whether or not I really wanted to do it. I'd been thinking about it. You know, I was thinking, do I make the video with the NXT? Or do I just, not do it anymore and just do Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown? And I decided finally I'm going to move on from NXT because there's so much good talent. Even, it's just that on NXT, it's just, I feel like it's not a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people might be gone, and like Akam and Razar are two people that are obviously gone, but even them, I decided to put them on Monday Night Raw. What this is going to be is I'm just going to go through some of the people from NXT that is going to be moving up to the main roster after we are just kind of deleting NXT for the rest of the season for Universe Mode. So I did just want to kind of announce that, say I'm sorry about that. I think it's just going to be easier doing 2 shows with the PLEs and everything versus having all 3, and then you also have the NXT PLEs, and it was a lot. And plus I'm also going to want to start trying to do other kind of videos. Eventually I'm going to want to do other kind of wrestling content, whether it is doing my predictions. I might want to try throwing in some general manager videos down the road. I like every once in a while doing like how I would book something, or just like simulation videos, just different kind of wrestling things. And then there's other, video games I might like to kind of dip my feet into, dip the toes into a little bit, maybe some Madden, some college football again. I know I was doing college football for a little bit and then I just stopped. Sorry about that. If first, that was something you guys were getting into, maybe it's something I, try going back to. Rebuilds, I'd like to start doing stuff like that. 2K, I would like to dip toes into that. Even games that I've never, thought about doing, like maybe like a Fortnite stuff, just different kind of stuff that I would just like to explore, because after a while I do feel like this gets a little tiring. Don't get me wrong, I do love talking about and love doing the wrestling stuff. That's probably my number one thing. But either way, quickly we'll just kind of talk about some people that did get called up. Akam and Razar did get called up to Monday Night Raw. Potentially maybe we add them with the Karrion Kross thing. I'm not too sure, but there's potential that we do that. Angel and Berto, they are also on Monday Night Raw. So I put them on Raw because Santos is there. So if we want to go back the route of they join Santos Escobar, great. If not, that's fine too. I just put them on Monday Night Raw. They'll be in the tag team division along with Akam and Razar, but maybe they can join forces again with Santos. B-Fab did put her on SmackDown. To be completely honest, not too sure what we're going to do with her. Might throw her in a tag team. Not sure if we'll do her and Michin maybe. That's definitely a possibility. Maybe we see how she does on her own. If she does good over there, she might be in that singles, that mid-card singles division for that Women's United States Championship. Have to wait and see. Baron Corbin. I know that he's actually IRL, not with the company, but Baron Corbin, I mean, it's going to be the last year with him. There's a few people that they won't be in the next year's game, and I'm like, I wouldn't mind seeing them just in the Universe Mode one last time. So Baron Corbin's one of those guys. Going to be going to SmackDown. Alrighty, Carmella, Monday Night Raw. Once again, someone who is a veteran, someone who won't be in the game next year, obviously, because she was let go, unfortunately, but We'll put her on Monday Night Raw, see what she does. Maybe we do something with a team there. If it's not going good for her in the singles division, obviously she started off not too hot in NXT, so we'll see what happens with Carmella. Potentially a tag team incoming there. We'll have to wait and see. Charlie Dempsey, I put him on SmackDown. He was one of the ones I was kind of iffy on putting on one of the main rosters, but he's so good. He's such a good technical wrestler. Obviously, son of William Regal. So I decided we'll try him out, see what happens, and see what happens, and do that on Friday Night SmackDown with Charlie Dempsey. Cora Jade. Hopefully this isn't one that like makes anyone like. I don't think anyone would get mad or anything about it, but if you would, it's just, it's a game, Obviously, I know she's no longer with the WWE. She's doing her own thing. Some of you might know what she's doing, some of you might not. To me, it's whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to judge. Do what you want to do. You're making money. Do what you got to do, I guess. But I do think, she was just someone I always enjoyed, honestly. She was someone I was always kind of rooting for in NXT. Obviously, Roxanne Perez is on Monday Night Raw for the Universe mode. So that's maybe something we can, kind of possibly look at if we want to do it. Maybe Cora Jade just does her own thing here on Monday Night Raw. I'm fine with that too. But we've got options with Cora Jade. Cora's not going to be in the next game, one of those other people. So we will put Cora Jade on Monday Night Raw. The Wyatt Six, I did decide we'll put them all on Friday Night SmackDown. So Uncle Howdy, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, and Nikki Cross. Dragon Lee, he was the NXT champion, obviously, won against Baron Corbin. We're going to put him on Friday Night SmackDown. Excited to see what he'll do. I'm sure Dragon League will be one of the call-ups that probably gets on the show probably quicker than some of these other people might, unfortunately for them. But Dragon Lee's got all that talent, so excited to see what he'll do on SmackDown. Alrighty, Fallon Henley and JC Jane. We'll talk about both of them together. Right now, have them on a team. I don't know if we're going to keep them teamed up forever on Monday Night Raw. Maybe we, try splitting them up at some point. But as for right now, Fallon Henley, JC Jane, they will be a team over on Monday Night Raw. Gigi Dolan, Shotzi, Tatum Paxley. We'll talk about all three of them really quick. Chemical X. That's the thing. I don't know why it ever stopped. I wish they kept Shotzi and Gigi around and kept Chemical X going, but they didn't. But we're going to enjoy it while we can here on Monday Night Raw, because I think Chemical X would have been a great thing to keep going. Wish WWE seen it that way too, but they didn't. All right, Jada Parker will be on Friday Night SmackDown. She was one of the ones that I just had on NXT just because, I was trying to make it interesting. I was trying to have some bigger names from NXT still on NXT, but she was one of the ones that could have easily been a call-up, so I'm excited for her to come to SmackDown. One here that is pretty interesting is Josh Briggs. Now, Josh Briggs, I don't know how many people actually watch NXT. For the most part, I watch it, or I pay attention to, NXT. So I actually watch NXT. Josh Briggs, to me, has been really interesting to me lately with, him just being such a heel and everything. So I decided I was like, I'm going to put him on Friday Night SmackDown. And he can also put on some pretty damn good matches as well, IRL. So we're going to give him a chance on Friday Night SmackDown and see how he does. Kalani Jordan gonna be taking her talents to Monday Night Raw. Kalani Jordan is an absolute she's just so damn athletic, so excited to see her. She was one of the ones we kept down, but could have instantly been on the main roster, so excited to see her on Monday Night Raw and see what she will bring to the table. Kiana James will be going to Monday Night Raw. Still waiting to see. I'm still kind of in the middle about her. I'm not, I'm not totally like, I'm not into it, but like at the same time, I still gotta like get there with it. I know IRL, she's Julia's like, I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like she's her manager is the best way to put it, but she wrestles too. So like, I don't know. I just look at her as like Julia's manager. But here, that's not what's going to happen. She's going to be more than that. I mean, if she can't make it by herself, she'll at least be a tag team, in some kind of tag team. We'll figure something out for Kiana James. We got Lash Legend. Unfortunately, Lash Legend is the only one who made it to Friday Night SmackDown. The rest of Metaphor I did leave off. I think, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, Jakara Jackson, and I get it. Jakara Jackson's great, but Lash Legend, I want to see Lash Legend go on a singles run. That's why I didn't put Jakara Jackson with her. They were tag team champions already, so we got to live that, for a little bit. But Lash Legend, gonna go after some singles gold right now. And if it doesn't work out, we can always bring Jakara Jackson back. Lexus King going to be taking his talents to Friday Night SmackDown. Lola Vice going to be going to Friday Night SmackDown as well. Another big pickup for Friday night. Alright, I had to do it. Nikita Lyons is going to SmackDown. I think she's had 2 matches and she's looked really damn good in both of them. So I put Nikita Lyons on SmackDown. Then we move on to Omos. Omos will be going to Monday Night Raw. Let's see, where's the next one at? We already talked about Akam and Razar. Shawn Spears will be going to Monday Night Raw. I just thought he needed to be somewhere, give him a shot. Talked about Shotzi. Didn't do Sonya Deville. I really thought about Sonya. I already talked about Tatum. Is Thea the last one? No. Alright, we got Thea Hale. She's going to be Whoa, I didn't put Thea Hale anywhere. Hold up. Well, that's got to change. Thea Hale will be going to Friday Night SmackDown. Alright. Thought I put Thea Hale somewhere. I had to fix that. Thea Hale will be going to Friday Night SmackDown. Tony D'Angelo also will be going to Friday Night SmackDown. And that might be it. No, there is one more. I know for sure. Yep. And that's going to be Wendy Chu. She's going to be going to Monday Night Raw. So that is all the people that did get called up. Just because they're not called up now doesn't mean they can't be called up at some point. Like I said, Lash Legend, we might end up seeing her end up with Jakara Jackson. It just kind of depends how things are going. Like I said, sorry if it hurt anyone's feelings. I don't think anyone's really going to be too caring about that. But I just think doing Raw SmackDown would be a lot better right now. I think NXT's adding a lot more, and it's just, I would just rather do Raw SmackDown, the PLEs, and do that for right now, and work on other kind of, wrestling video and wrestling content and stuff like that, and we'll figure it all out. But that is going to do it for this episode of, I guess, NXT Call-Ups. And we will see you in the next one, and we will be on Friday Night SmackDown, and we will have some more Money in the Bank qualifying matches for you guys. And we will see you then. Until then, AC Entertainment is out. Peace.